let's look at the AI tools in this class. I guess what I'm trying to do is close the loop. So last week, I think what I did was I have shown this portion where I showed you the kind of slide generating instructions I got from ChatGPT, and I put it through. So I actually started with so just recap of what I was doing last time. So I did that with like a chapter 14, sorry, lecture 14 first. In April 10th session, I think I kind of went through the slides, making note of what I like, what I don't like, and this is that. I asked ChatGPT to generate a generating instruction. I put that in, and I think I used this to generate slides for lecture 23. And I think I probably did it during the session, and I don't know. So I tried correcting. I might not have actually done this during the session. So okay. So I think what I did during last week's session was I went through the slides for lecture 23. So I went through this kind of giving my opinion of what it looks like, and there were some graphs like this one that had kind of mistakes in it, and I tried correcting this with some help from ChatGPT, and that is super difficult. So that's what all these number of attempts are, and I guess attempt number 5, that's sort of where that's the best version I could get, and even there it's still like this is not correct velocity plot, and so I think of fixing graphs to be correct when it didn't do it correctly the first time around, it doesn't work all that well. So this is me just interacting with the ChatGPT to try to get some version of it that works, and in any case, this is sort of me kind of giving up on it eventually. So one thing that I did do, and yeah. So anyways, that's kind of all done. And one thing I did start doing midweek is I started working on the lecture summary slide, which is going to be available for next semester students. And actually, so this will matter for those of you who are taking Physics 4B SCOA next semester. I plan to do this same thing with my Physics 4B material over summer. So you will have some sort of lecture summary slides. If you are wishing this semester that wish you had that, then okay, great. I'll have that available for you at the beginning of the semester, next semester for Physics 4B. Because as long as it's easy for me to make, there's no reason for me not to make it. And once it's made, there's no, even though I want you to watch the lecture videos, want you to read the textbook, again, for some of you, no amount of nagging from me will get you to do that. And somehow, if lecture summary slides are harm reduction kind of, getting you to see physics content, then I'll make it available. But my recommendation is to watch the lectures, full lectures, if necessary at double the speed, and read the actual textbook. That remains my recommendation, but I'm not gonna try to force you to do that by withholding lecture summary slides if it's easy to make. So anyways, I think this is still me trying to correct the slide 4, and I think again I'm just giving up, and so I think I'm beginning to reprocess my lecture transcripts. That's why I'm actually starting from lecture 1, and I processed the lecture 2 transcript. So this is my lecture 2 slides, and then so this is the instruction that I used. So if you look at lecture 1, if you look at the, does it not? That's interesting. The custom instructions must be only, no, show prompt, there it is. So this prompt should match what's here, and then I went through a few kind of rounds of trying to correct some of the typos and whatnot, and the rest of that is kind of that. So wait, no, okay. This is the instruction that I used, I think, for lecture one, and then so I generated it. This is the slides that it or if I click on it, what happens? Oh yeah, I can view it. Yeah, so this is the first version of the slides it generated. Like this is one of the corrected slides, so you can see the difference here, and so yeah. So try these instructions and I'm getting some feedback. Okay, what slides to correct? And this is the transcript of me. So I'm just gonna record the voice notes, not in this session, just on my own, because it's gonna be like 20 minutes of thing. I actually am following an advice from a guy who has a YouTube channel. I forget his channel name, but he has a lot of these AI like advice, how to use ChatGPT, Cloud, and Gemini more effectively. And one of the things he said was to use dictation instead of typing. I'm a fast typist. I can type at about 100 words per minute. But even for me, speaking is faster. And especially if I'm doing two things at the same time, reviewing slides, then like me speaking out loud will be more natural and contain more of my kind of stream of consciousness thought than typing would. And his whole point was when people type for interacting with the AI, we tend to self-censor to kind of fit things into your slower typing speed of like 40, 60 words per minute. But even for faster typists, most people speak faster than they type. I think maybe even everyone speak faster than they type. So so this is that voice note, me recording for like 20 minutes, looking through the slides, saying, oh, that looks wrong, I want to correct that. So with that, I had it review both to note the ones, what I noted in the voice note, and to point out additional things. And it catches some of the things that I didn't actually see. What was it? There were some things like, yeah, these kind of typos in slide 8. So now it's fixed. Each other are identical, but each was doubled before. I didn't actually see it when I was reviewing first. So with that, I went through a few rounds, and yeah, there's all of this, and actually I made the initial formula error. I was correcting this formula, and I just had a brain fart and didn't do the correct version. So ChatGPT spotted that and fixed it. So this version, I put a note saying final as a suffix to kind of as a note to myself. This is the version I'm going to use. And so lecture 2 slides, I think I'm gonna do the voice note thing kind of on my own. I don't need to take up time during this session. There are some things that I note as kind of being wrong, like these plots are wrong, but I suspect trying to correct it through the prompts will be difficult, but I'll give it a try. First couple tries, if it didn't work, then I might end up just putting a note, watch out for inaccuracies in the plot, and then just correct that manually. Because eventually I'm going to make this available in the Canvas shell itself. So in that I can just make a manual correction. I did look at the PowerPoint version, and so these elements are not available as individual pieces. So, and I basically have to put something on top of it that I can do. So, so like some things might just need a manual correction. So yeah, I think that's sort of closing the loop. I probably won't do any more of this as part of the live session, mainly because I want to reserve more of the time finishing up the kinematics questions. So I think doing slide generation and kind of giving recording voice notes live, that's kind of served its purpose. So so rest of it, I'm just gonna do it offline, just on my own, getting ready for next semester session. Yeah, yeah, and I think so I put it into Canvas, and this set of instructions is something that I plan to kind of modify as I work through, slide one, lecture slide two, and so on, all 30 of them. It'll kind of develop as it goes. And I just discovered, trying this with the Physics 10, there is a length limit to how long the slide generating instruction can be. So that will kind of serve as a natural limit as we go. I might have ChatGPT kind of summarize what the instructions we have done a little bit compacted, so that we have room to continue to add, modify. So, anyways, that's something that's happening, continue to happen in the background. And I will finish it with the Physics 4a first, and I'm gonna set it up for Physics 4b and kind of do that. But I'm not gonna, bring it here into a virtual class session every single time. But again, for those of you who are gonna be in Physics 4b, you will see fruits of that when you start the semester next semester. So. Yeah, so this might be the last time I have AI tools in this class as a explicit agenda item.